An elderly woman had just placed her 1-year-old grandchild on the rooftop when her smile suddenly vanished. She left the child all alone up there and walked away, with the ground 100 meters below the towering building. At that moment, the child was suddenly captivated by the birds in the sky. He stood up, wanting to reach out and touch the birds above. If he were to fall, he would undoubtedly be smashed to pieces. Meanwhile, the child's parents in the room were completely unaware, busy preparing lunch in the kitchen. When they turned around, they were instantly shocked. Their son, who had just been in the stroller, was nowhere to be seen. The couple panicked and frantically searched the room for their child. They realized the elderly woman was also missing from the room. It turned out that the elderly woman suffered from Alzheimer's disease. Whenever her condition flared up, she would endanger the child. The woman, unable to find the elderly mother and the child, cried out in desperation. Fortunately, at that moment, the elderly woman returned to the room, but without the child. The couple anxiously asked the elderly woman where the child was, but she couldn't remember no matter how hard she tried. Little did they know, the child was currently being drawn to the birds in the sky. He stood on a stool, raising his toes, trying to reach out and grab the birds. It was extremely dangerous. If the stool were to tip over, the child would surely fall. Luckily, under the couple's persistent questioning, the elderly woman finally remembered that the child was on the rooftop. The woman immediately rushed to the rooftop to find her child, who was already in grave danger. Fortunately, at the critical moment, the woman arrived just in time and grabbed her son, rescuing the child without incident. At this point, the elderly woman came to her senses. She felt immensely guilty for not taking good care of the child. After this incident, the wife and husband discussed sending the elderly woman to a nursing home. However, the elderly woman didn't want to leave this home at all. She knelt before her son, begging for forgiveness, and promising to take good care of the child from now on, swearing that similar incidents would never happen again. Although the son didn't want to send his mother to a nursing home either, the thought of keeping his mother with Alzheimer's, who could endanger his child's life at any moment, strengthened his resolve to send her away. He directly dropped his mother off at the door of the nursing home and drove away. Little did the man know that his actions would not only harm his mother, but also himself, because this nursing home was no ordinary nursing home. That night, the man had a very strange dream. He dreamed that his mother was tied to a bed with a demonic butcher beside her. With a swift motion of his hand and knife, the butcher cut off his mother's arm. The man suddenly woke up from the nightmare, got dressed, and prepared to go to the nursing home to bring his mother back. However, when he pushed open the door of the nursing home room, he was shocked by the sight before him. The elderly woman, who should have been sleeping in the bed, was nowhere to be found. All the rooms were like this. As he anxiously searched for his mother, he suddenly heard an eerie sound. The name of this movie is Nightmare Shock, an extremely thrilling and fantastic horror film. I strongly recommend watching it.